Hi there, everyone. So, massive welcome this evening to your skincare webinar. Tonight, it's the purpose of us just to run through some of our amazing skincare products that we're lucky enough to work with within Forever Living, just to give you guys more of an insight as to what they're all about and just to let you know what they compare like as to the high street. So, my name's Kate McRae, and it's my pleasure just to talk you through these this evening. The reason I've been asked to do this is my background is in beauty. So I used to work for Clarins for a couple of years as a therapist. So I've got quite an extensive knowledge on skin. So it's my pleasure, like I say, to talk you through them as I've seen amazing benefits from these personally, but also so have my family. So without further ado, we'll get started and a massive welcome to you this evening. So we're Forever Living, and we're a company who've been established for 37 years now. We're part of the health and wellbeing sector, but one of the main sectors that we work within is actually cosmetics and beauty. And that is a massive sector to be part of, as actually $9.6 billion is spent annually on skincare and makeup. So within our skincare range, we're very unique. We have some amazing benefits to our skincare, which I'm going to talk you through. But we actually offer you as a customer some amazing stamps of approval with all of our products. So this is what we offer you as a consumer. So I, as I mentioned, work for Clarins and obviously used quite a few products. I was unlucky enough to suffer from a skin condition called acne, which meant that I'd probably tried majority of products on the high street, and without any results, had tried majority of them, to be honest. So we offer you a 60-day unconditional money-back guarantee, which I think is really important when trying skin products, because there's so many out there on the high street, so many different forms of them to try. So basically, this gives you peace of mind knowing that if the skin product doesn't do what it says, if you have a reaction for whatever reason, or if you don't like the smell or the texture, then you can actually keep the jar and send that back. We would do that on behalf of you, and you would get your full money back. So that's within 60 days of actually opening it. What we also offer you is an Aloe Science Council certification, because all of the products that we have are based around the amazing plant aloe vera. So we are lucky enough to give you this, and this basically means that we have had all of our aloe tested, so it's of a superior quality. We are also animal cruelty free, which is a massive thing on the high street now, because a lot of companies actually very naughtily do test their products on animals and also test their ingredients, whereas we do neither. And we also never buy outsourced information from anywhere. We do all of the research in-house. Because we're a global company, we trade in 158 countries around the world. All of our products have been approved by 158 governments. And with that in mind, we do hold the halal, the kosher, and Islamic stamps. So they come with all of our skincare as well. So no matter what race or culture you are, you're safe in the hands of Forever, knowing that you've got a product which suits all. So as I mentioned, we are based around the amazing plant called aloe vera. Now, aloe is not a brand new thing. It's actually been around for over 3,000 years, and it's been used throughout history. So Cleopatra actually massively used this on her skin for her beauty range. So basically, it just shows that it's been used throughout the history. Now, Forever Living's aloe is a much different aloe vera compared to anything that you may see on the high street, and I'll explain why. Now, basically, Forever Living have over 50% of the whole world's population of aloe plantations, and we own all of the land that the plants are planted on. We own the outskirts, and we even own the airspace that goes across them. Now, what that means is our aloe is grown and cultivated in a controlled environment. And the green outer part that you can see on the screen there, we don't use that bit because that's actually toxic to humans, because it's actually a laxative. So the only part that we ever use is the inside of the leaf, called the inner leaf gel. And all we do is we stabilize that inner leaf gel, so basically keep it alive. And we do that by adding natural lemon juice and lime juice. And what we've actually done is patented the way that we do this. So what that means is the aloe vera that's inside of your skincare is actually the same state as it was when it was inside of the leaf. So it's fully alive. And that is why you see health benefits, because we basically don't add any chemicals, herbicides, pesticides, or anything that would harm the plant, because if we did that, it would actually kill it. So the difference between us and the high street is that we use 100% aloe vera in a leaf gel. in all of the products that we do. And then the remainder of the products are just things that we need to put in there to make it up into what it needs to be. Now, we basically have amazing benefits to the aloe because of the way that we've treated it. So aloe vera in general, Forever's Aloe, is an adaptogen. Now, what this means is, I don't know about anybody on here this evening, but you've got any amounts of skincare out there for oily skin, oily combination, oily dry. You've then got normal, dry, sensitive, every single type of skin you can think. Well, our aloe vera and our skincare products actually wonders all. So it doesn't matter what your age is, it doesn't matter what your skin type is, what condition your skin's in, and it doesn't matter what environment you live in as well. All of our products suit all. So basically, our aloe vera as well, it soothes the skin. So if you have any irritations on your skin, it will actually help to soothe them. It's also high in anti-inflammatory action. So if you have a skin condition, it will really help to soothe and calm it down. It's also the same pH as the skin naturally, so it's 5.5 on the pH scale, which basically means it balances your skin. It also heals your skin quicker, and it's actually a preventative of fungal, viral, and bacterial infections. It's also called an antipyretic, which reduces itching, which is why aloe vera is great for things like mosquito bites. And it's also an antipyretic, which reduces heat. So that's why aloe vera is famously known for helping with sunburn. So what I'm going to do now is just explain what happens when you put Forever Living's aloe onto your skin. Well, basically, aloe is the only known substance which can penetrate right down to the bottom layer of your skin. Your skin is made up of 8 layers, and basically it goes right down all the way through those 8 layers, right to the bottom where your brand new skin cells are created. Now, think of aloe vera like a carrier bag, and you pop your groceries into your carrier bag. That carrier bag would sink right down 8 layers deep and take all of the nutrition and goodness with it. What it therefore does is feeds the skin with lots of lovely nutrition, so that when all of the brand new skin cells come up to the surface of the skin, they're in the best condition that they can be possibly. So they look really healthy, they look very plump, and they also have tons of collagen and elastin, so it helps with anti-aging. By feeding the skin when they're travelling to the surface, 21 to 28 days later, once they arrive, they do look the best that they can look. So I hope that explains why our aloe is much better than using a high street product, because you're not actually just feeding the top 2 layers of skin, you're actually feeding all 8 layers of the skin right to the bottom where your new skin cells are created. So I'm just going to talk you through the first skincare range that we're lucky enough to work with, and this is called Sonia. Now, Sonia is for firming, but it's also an anti-aging product. So I've compared this to products that I've worked with previously, which you'll get to see in a moment. So the Sonia skincare range, we basically have aloe vera as the #1 ingredient, but we also add a couple of ingredients alongside there. So we've got state-of-the-art ingredients inside of these products. The first ingredient is actually white tea. Now, you've probably heard of green tea, which is really powerful in antioxidants, but we basically use white because it's even more powerful. Now, the reason why we need antioxidants in our skincare is to help to protect against what we call free radicals. Now, these are things in our environment such as pollution, sunlight, and things like that. So what it actually helps to do is to fight the immune system of the skin, so keep it nice and healthy. So it protects us against UVA, which is anti-aging rays, and also protects us against UVB, which is burning rays. So by doing this, it basically builds up a resistance against stresses that causes our skin to age in the first place. We then add a secondary ingredient called mimosa tree bark. Now, mimosa tree bark is a state-of-the-art ingredient. It was basically used in a massive nuclear explosion that happened. They actually treated 3,000 people with mimosa bark. And over the course of 28 days, because they'd had mimosa bark used on them, they basically saw massive results in their skin healing compared to the people that didn't use the mimosa bark. Now, it's a Mayan skin tree that is used in Mexico, and that's the plant that you can see on the screen there. It contains what we call flavonoids that increase resistance and protects the skin from aging. Again, it fights the free radicals, so there's pollution, the sunlight, and things like that. And it also helps to promote a smooth surface of your skin. So that's why it's brilliant for plumping and smoothing the skin out, because obviously that's what you look for in an anti-aging range. We also then have masses of micronutrients, which are really important for the skin. So we've got zinc, copper, magnesium, which basically help to protect your skin, but also to repair it. Now, the older that we get, unfortunately, the slower our skin heals. So that's why the mimosa really helps to speed up the healing so that the anti-aging can really kick in and take place. But what's more is that it's very antibacterial. So you're going to be protected and prevented against any blemishes and things like that too. We then have a substance called arginine, and arginine is an amino acid. So this is found naturally in the skin, but not a lot of it. So we put more into it because it basically helps to exfoliate, brighten, and clarify your skin. So it'll keep your pores unblocked. It'll also help to shrink pore size down, but it will also really promote brightness in the skin, which is something that the skin lacks once you get older as well. Now, RG and lemon combined together helps to increase the turnover of the cells, but it also helps to firm the skin. A really important thing that this also does is reduces hyperpigmentation. So you may find that you're suffering now with brown spots or liver spots, and this product, well, the arginine inside of the product will really help to get rid of this, but also reduce the pigmentation too. Now, what makes this so unique is that this is, even though it's an exfoliant, it's suitable enough for sensitive skin and delicate skin such as Asian and ethnic skin. So our program is a 6-step program, and the reason why we encourage you to use all 6 steps is because it's a complete skincare range. This skincare range is being used more and more in salons around the UK and globally, so you may see it popping up in a salon near you soon. But basically, the reason why we get you to use the 6-step is because they all have an important purpose. So this is a cleanser. So step 1 is to cleanse the skin, and you would do this AM and PM. Now, you would dampen the skin, you would place a 5p piece worth of the product in the palm of your hand, you would lather it up with both hands and then apply to the skin in circular motions. Now, with our cleanser, this is going to remove any impurities that's happened during the day, but also on a morning, it's going to remove all of the sweat and the dirt buildup that you've had during the night. Now, our cleanser is 177 millilitres. That's the size of the bottle, and it comes in at £27.91. Now, I'm just going to compare this to a Clarins cleanser, which is the Gentle Foaming Cleanser. Now, that is 100 ml, and that costs £19. So you're basically getting double the amount for cheaper. You're actually saving yourself some money there. So that's pretty good. The second step is to exfoliate. So the reason why we exfoliate is to increase cell turnover so that the skin looks nice and bright, but also it will unblock pores and it will also promote radiance. What it will also do is make your moisturiser work more effectively, because your moisturiser is sinking into brand new cells, not dead cells. For girls, we would recommend that you do this 2 to 3 times a week, and you would again use this on damp skin in circular motions with a very light touch to the face. Don't scrub yourself. Guys, we would encourage you to use this every single day, because guys shave and are tending to get more blocked pores and ingrown hairs. Now, with our exfoliator, that's 118 millilitres, and that is £20.95. With the Clarins Gentle Refiner, you're only getting 100 ml for £25. So you, again, are saving quite a bit of money there, which is fab. What you would then do is tone. Toning rehydrates the skin, and it's a secondary cleanser because it removes the remainder of the dirt that your cleanser couldn't get away. It also helps to reduce or shrink pore size back down, and it will freshen and brighten the skin too. Now, ours is 177 millilitres, and that comes in at £27.91. The Clarins one is again 100 millilitres and comes in at £19.50. So you're getting double the size again for cheaper. Then what we do is to hydrate and protect. Now we do this in the Sonia range by using our serum. Now the serum is absolutely fantastic. It's our daily moisturiser. It's very high in the antioxidants, and it's basically able to be used not just as a serum, but guys can shave with it and women can actually use it as a hair serum. So it's got multiple uses, this one. What I'll explain a serum does is a serum sinks to the lowest layer of the skin and actually taps into the cell wall. And by doing that, it opens the cell wall so the product actually sinks inside of the cell, not just outside of it. So it actually promotes a way better radiance. It will also make your moisturiser work even more effectively. And you'll basically get much healthier skin cells once they reach the surface of the skin. Now, ours is 118 millilitres and it comes in at £34.69. And I'm just going to compare this to two of the serums which are quite well known on the high street. So Clarins Double Serum is 100 millilitres and is a massive £55. So ours is double the size nearly, and it's half the price. The other one is the Boots Protect and Perfect by Number 7, which is £24.95 30ml or £83.16 for 100ml, whereas ours, as I've mentioned, is £34.69. So you can see the price difference there. It's quite incredible. What's to know is all of the ingredients that are inside of ours are active. So they're active, alive ingredients, so they're going to be feeding your skin. Next, we have to rebalance and brighten, which is basically a balancing cream. Now, in the Sonia range, this actually isn't a moisturiser because you do have to use this alongside the serum. But basically, it will help to remove dead skin cells. And because this is an exfoliator, you would use this on alternative days from the actual scrub itself. So you wouldn't double up and use both. Now, this is 71 millilitres and this basically is £26.63. Now, if you were to compare this to just a day cream, that would be from Clarins, the Extra Firming, which would do exactly the same as what this is doing. That would actually cost you £51 for 50ml. So you're basically massively saving money at that point. This one, the last stage is to repair and replenish. So basically, this is your night cream. Now, the reason why this is the night cream is because it's much more rich in texture, and it needs to be because the skin loses a lot of moisture while you're asleep. So this is basically going to be feeding your cells as you're asleep. So I've compared this to the Clarins Extra Firming Night Cream, which comes in at £53, and that's for 50 millilitres, whereas ours is £26.26. So you're saving quite a significant amount of money there too. Now, as you can see, there's some phenomenal ingredients that are inside of our products, but here's a few more that we use. So in the scrub, we have jojoba seeds. Now, normally on the high street, not all of them, but a couple of high street exfoliators actually contain eggshells. Now, eggshells are really detrimental to the skin because they scrape and scar the skin. So you tend to want to stay away from products that contain that. Whereas ours contain the jojoba seeds because they're nice and gentle. They really gently glide across the skin and don't pull the skin either, so they're not adding to aging. We then have cucumber, which is a distant relative of aloe. So it contains massive amounts of hydration, really cools and soothes the skin, and it's just really fresh and invigorating. We then have an allicin from the comfrey root, which basically helps to heal the skin. We've got hyaluronic acid, which attracts moisture. So for every bead of hyaluronic acid you've got in there, you soak up 10 beads of water. So it really helps to keep in the hydration within your skin. We then have vitamin E, which is a high antioxidant. We've got also pine bark extract, which is in the deep moisturizing cream, which is really powerful for strengthening collagen and elastin, which is the thing that our skin is made up of. So we have ceramides in our product, which is very unique. Not a lot of products contain ceramides. We've got 1, 3, and 6. Now, these are natural acids that are found in the skin. And what you just need to think about is that your skin on the top layer is about as thin as, 10 times as thin as a piece of paper. So what these ceramides help to do is to basically make the skin more thick, so that it's not as thin, so it feels more plumped and more dewy looking, should we say. So that's basically our ingredients. I'm just going to compare this to the market. So I've done a Clarins total, which would be cleanser, exfoliator, toner, serum, day cream and night cream, which would come to £222.50. As you saw all the way through, the mils were much smaller in comparison to the Sonia range. You then got the Clinique, which I added up, which was for a cleanser, exfoliator, toner, serum, day cream and night cream, which came to £170.50. Whereas the Sonia range for all 6 products is £130.67, which per day works out at £1. This should last you, this range, for around 3 to 4 months, because with our products, a little bit goes a long, long way. So you don't need to overindulge in using a large amount. It's literally smaller than a 5p piece goes a long, long way. So moving on to our different skincare range. This is for brightening and prevention of aging. So this is more so for people from teenage all the way up to when people start noticing those deeper set lines and lack of radiance. So Fleur de Jouvence means flower of youth, and this is, like I say, for more youthful skin. Now, the key ingredients that we've got in here is chamomile, which you probably know is fantastic for soothing and calming the skin down. You've then got vitamin C, which reduces the appearance of brown spots and also sun damage. It boosts collagen and it gives you firmer skin. It's also going to help to reduce irritation, fade blemishes and redness from blemishes quicker, and also is going to boost the defense of the skin from UVA and UVB rays. We've then got jojoba, which is very, very moisturising. It's easily absorbed into the skin. It tames inflammation, kills bacteria, reduces acne and blemish breakouts, and also helps to heal the skin. We then also have our best friend, which is vitamin B5. Now, this is fab because it regenerates the skin, heals it, soothes it, and moisturises it. So everything that you're looking for from a skincare range. You then also have lemon, and you've got cucumber. And you also have witch hazel, which is a brilliant product for being an antiseptic. And it's brilliant for things like eczema, psoriasis, acne, rosacea, which are all of the main common skin concerns that ladies and guys suffer from on the facial area. Now, the cleanser is, again, to be used in exactly the same way as the Sonia range was. So AM and PM, this time on dry skin, as it is a cream cleanser. And all you do is use circular movement, and then you can either use a muslin cloth or some cotton wool just to wipe that away. The best thing about this cleanser, though, it doesn't dry your skin out. It actually puts moisture in because it's high in vitamin C and jojoba. It's also suitable to take off your makeup, including eye makeup, so it's an all-in-one. Now, that is 118ml in size, and it's £11.99, which is absolutely amazing. I've compared that to the Clinique Foaming Cleanser, which is 150ml for £17, so that's pretty bang on, to be honest. We then have toner. So the toner comes after the cleanser, and this is basically, again, exactly the same to take off the remainder of your makeup. So it's going to refresh, it's going to balance the skin, it's going to shrink or tighten pores up, but it's also going to be alcohol free, which is a massive thing for a toner because it's not going to dry your skin out. So that comes in at 118 millilitres, and that's £11.99. And I've compared that to the Clinique Clarifying Lotion. This one is a 200ml. They do a smaller one, but that was 200ml for £16.50. So yeah. Next is the Firm Day Lotion. So this one is an amazing makeup primer as well as a day cream. So it's nice and light in texture. It's not too heavy, and it's rich in vitamin C and E. So it's firming and nourishing your skin. It's going to also tighten up your pores and promote radiance too. So aloe, what I will mention at this point, also contains a natural SPF of 20. So all of our skincare will have SPF 20 in as you're using it. So you won't need to actually double up and use a sun protection factor, which is amazing. This one comes in at a massive 59 ml, and it's only 18.72. Now, if you compare that to the Clinique Repairwear, which is doing exactly the same thing, that's 50 ml for £54. So it's an absolute bargain. We then have the Recovery Night Cream. So the night cream, again, needs to be richer. And this one contains your vitamin C, E, and the provitamin B5 because it's regenerating while you sleep. We also then have this added lipids, like we did before, the ceramides, to replenish the skin cells. This comes in at 57 millilitres and is 26.26. Compare that to the nightwear of the Clinique, which is 50 ml and comes in at £56, so pretty steep there. So we have one last thing in the Fleur de Jouvence range, which is Fab. And you may have heard some of us talking about it, or you may have seen us using it on Facebook or wherever else. This is what we like to call our Botox in a bottle. Now, this is my favourite because I love looking like I've had a bit of a facelift before I go out. So we do the mask powder and the aloe activator, and when you mix these two together, they actually produce a mask that literally tightens and sets on your face. And those results will last anything from 48 hours and more. So it's brilliant if you're going on holiday and you want to look really fresh and nice and tight and uplifted. But it's also brilliant if you're going on a really nice night out because your makeup will sit much nicer on your face. So the mask works because it contains tons of collagen and elastin. So it's going to condition your skin, it's going to cleanse your pores, it's going to smooth and tighten your skin, and it contains the chamomile, so it soothes and calms sensitive skin too. What you can do is add a little spoonful of honey, which will make this an extra special in-salon mask if you would like to do that. Now that comes in at 29 millilitres and it's £17.09. We then have the activator, which can be used on its own. So you can use that as a cleanser, but if you do mix it both together, it will be gentle enough for around your eyes. So that comes in at 118 millilitres for £11.99, which is pretty awesome. Now, the reason I've compared this to the Clinique Even Better Serum is because that one is actually tightening. It's a tightening and uplifting serum, but it also helps with dark pigmentation, whereas both of ours do the same, but it's actually a quarter of the price because that serum for 100 millilitres is £94, which is pretty steep, I'm sure you'll agree. So again, I'm going to compare the market. I did a Clinique total of the same products that we've just gone through, which came to £201.50. Now, by using the Fleur de Jouvence range, you'd be saving £108.91. You would have amazing ingredients which are active in there, and that works out at about 70p a day. So that should last you about 3 to 4 months as well. So as you can see, they're hugely cost effective and they're hugely beneficial to you and your skin. So I'm just going to move on to some amazing products that we do outside of those two skincare ranges. So the first product is called Marine Mask. And this is basically a deep cleansing, balancing, and rejuvenating face mask. Now it contains honey and cucumber, but more importantly contains some amazing natural sea minerals, which help to really soothe the skin. And it really will pull all of the dirt and all the grime out of your pores. So this Marine Mask you can use twice a week as a treatment, and you can also double up and use this on your hair if you wish to, because it's a fantastic conditioner for your hair. We then have another product called R3 Factor. Now this is basically a fantastic product to use for anybody with a specific skin condition. So you may know somebody with anything like acne, you may know someone with things like eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, rosacea. So this product would suit all. And the way that this works, it helps to retain your natural skin's moisture, restores its resilience, and also renews its appearance. It's quite a rich cream, this, but it's full of your collagen and alpha hydroxy acids. You then have vitamins A and E, which help to promote a healthy skin and basically will help to maintain that healthy skin too. So if you're looking to have a defense cream, this would be the best one to use if you do have anything like what I've mentioned. So it will also help with your skin's colour. So if you do have loss in pigmentation within the skin, this can help to improve the skin's look and appearance. So in there, the active ingredients, what you've got is apple and lemon. You've also got green tea, and you've also got apricot oil. So this is Alpha E oil. Now, I absolutely love this because it's very universal in its uses. So a couple of things that you can use this for is a hair oil. You can use it as a cuticle oil. You can use it as an added couple of drops into your daily moisturizer for an added moisture boost. You can also use it for stretch marks. You can use it for any skin irritations. You can also use it for burns, bites, stings, lots of other things. Now, the reason why it's so great for lots of different things is that it's a combination of powerful antioxidants. It's absolutely bouncing with collagen and elastin, so it's enhancing your elasticity in your skin. It normalizes and balances dry skin, so it's brilliant if you have particularly dry skin, and it's excellent as a shaving barrier too. So men absolutely love this, but so do ladies when shaving their legs, etc. So it contains coconut oil. You also have in there your soybean oil, and you've got borage seed oil. So you've got quite a lot of different oils in there, along with the aloe vera. So it's very nourishing and very quite a luxury product, if you like. And you obviously get the pipette, so it's really easy to apply. We then have EpiBlank. Now, EpiBlank is a fantastic product. It's basically a smoothing and clearing product, and it really helps to protect us against the exposure of the elements. So it will brighten your complexion and gently even your skin tone, whilst helping to diminish basically the dark spots again. So if you're looking for a product that's going to help with that, this would be the one. It's 100% stabilized aloe vera as before, but it also has lots of botanical extracts such as bearberry, rumex, and basically natural vitamin E. So you've got other things like arbutin in there, which is known to massively help with blemishes. So again, if you suffer from blemishes, this is a fantastic product to basically clear the redness and to start drying them up very, very quickly. We then have our fantastic eye makeup remover. Now, the best thing about this is it doesn't contain any oil, so it doesn't leave any residue behind. So if you do wear false eyelashes, this is a brilliant product. But also, if you want your eyelashes to grow, because it contains aloe, actually, as you take off your eye makeup, you're actually treating your eyelashes, so it will promote health and growth in them. So the product also is great for contact lens wearers. So I know that quite a few people do have that concern when picking up an eye makeup remover because they don't like things going in their eyes. So it doesn't have a strong fragrance or a perfume, which is also great because that can sometimes sting the eyes. So we do have an eye cream which you can use alongside any of the products which I've mentioned this evening, and it's called Alluring Eyes. So it's a revitalizing under eye cream. Now this will basically work on wrinkles, fine lines, and under eye circles. It will also help to promote the brightness underneath eyes. So if you know anyone who suffers from dark circles, this is great. Again, it's non-greasy, so it's brilliant for contact lens wearers, and it will automatically instantly reduce puffiness. So I use this when I've been on a bit of a late night out because it really helps to brighten my eyes up. So in here you've got jojoba, you've got squalene, which basically helps to get rid of that greasy feel, and you've also got your stabilized aloe vera gel in there. So it's an absolutely fab product. And last but not least, we've got the lovely Gentleman's Pride, because I didn't want to leave any men out. So Gentleman's Pride is an aftershave balm. It smells divine. It's got cucumber and rosemary in it. And it basically helps to reduce irritation straight away. So any of those red dots that guys get when they shave, it's going to help to reduce the irritation on that. It's going to help to calm and soothe the skin and shrink the pores back down so that it prevents any ingrowing hairs. It's also got a gorgeous smell, like I've mentioned, so it's a brilliant little present to pop in a stocking or just to give to your guy or girlfriends. It's also brilliant for our legs for shaving ladies, by the way. So last but not least, if you'd like to know a little bit more about any of the products that we've gone through this evening or any more detail about them, then contact the person who invited you on here this evening. You also may want to take a look at all of the makeup that we do, called Flawless by Sonia. We do a range of different things from lip glosses to lip sticks to mascaras, eyeshadows and powders and more. So if you would like to know a little bit more about those, then please do ask us. We will be holding an information evening about the makeup very soon. But I hope you've enjoyed this evening. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope you find an amazing benefit from our Forever Living skincare products. Thank you. Bye.